For me now in my freelance career, I think I established a pretty consistent work base. And for this video, I want to share with you guys how I go about finding my clients. And no, it's not really the traditional way that every other YouTuber is going to tell you, but we're going to talk about it. So let's just get right into it. Just start out saying that it wasn't easy for me to be able to build my client base that I have now. It took me a while and I'm still growing. I'm not going to sit here and say I have tons of clients under my belt because I don't, but I have the right clients. I have a good amount of high paying clients that are willing to pay me what it is that I want to be paid without them always wanting to lower the price. And in the process of fishing for those higher ticketed clients, it took a while, but I'm gonna share with you guys what I did. So the first step on how I find my clients is simply just my highlight reel. Now I have different highlight reels depending on whatever it is job that I am trying to apply for. The reason why I have multiple different highlight reels is because I pretty much specialize in, I want to say, three different categories. It still ties into one, but it's three different jobs. First one, which you guys probably all know by now, is events. I do a lot of events, so I have an event highlight reel. My second one is going to be all my corporate interviews because I do corporate interviews as well. So I create a separate highlight reel for that. And then my third one, which is still in the works, it's not completed yet, but it's my narrative films because I also want to try getting into the narrative space as well. Now, the reason why I have them in three different highlight reels, I do have one highlight reel that has everything all together, but that highlight reel is about 2 to 3 minutes long. And when you're creating a highlight reel, you don't want it to be that long. You want to keep it fairly under 1 minute. You got to understand now that because of TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels, people have the attention span of a goldfish. So because of that, I took the approach in making three different highlight reels. Essentially, they're all the same at the end of the day. You don't have to do that. I did that because I wanted to do that. But just because I do it doesn't mean you have to do it. And the reason why I did that is because I had a buddy of mine send me his highlight reel and it was about 3 minutes long, but he categorized it how I just explained it to you. The first half of the section was events, second half was interviews, third half was narrative work, another half was weddings, and it was just too long. It was about 3.5 minutes long. And I know that clients are not going to sit there and watch throughout the entire video. They just want to see that you're able to do what it is that you're being contracted for. So because of my work and my experiences, my highlight reel is what's getting me these jobs. People are seeing that I'm able to do what it is that they're wanting to contract me for. If you don't have the best highlight reel, or your highlight reel is too long, or the clips that you chose aren't your best shots, that could be potentially what's stopping you from getting clients. So my highlight reel for me is the number one source on how I'm getting my clients because I'm pitching to clients my highlight reel is what they're looking at. So you want to make sure you have a good highlight reel. Number two for me, it might sound cliche, but it's Production Hub. I know some people say that they get a couple jobs from Production Hub. I honestly get a lot of my jobs from Production Hub. A lot of my behind the scenes that you've seen on my YouTube channel, a lot of them came from Production Hub. Now, I pay for the paid subscription services that Production Hub offers. I have some friends who have the free service and they tell me that they don't really get a whole lot of jobs from Production Hub. It's because you have the free service. You want to go ahead and pay for the yearly or monthly subscription because Production Hub is then going to push your page in front of more clients. And that's what you want. You want to be a featured profile. On top of that, you don't have to pay for credit. If you have the free version, then you have to pay, it's like $5 for one credit. Say you go on Production Hub and you see 4 jobs in your area and you have the free version, they only give you 1 free credit a month. So in order to apply for those 4 jobs, you're going to have to pay $5 for 1 credit in order to apply for those 4 jobs. So you're going to spend $20 for 4 credits to apply for a job that you might not hear back from. Especially it ties back into if you have a weak highlight reel. Not only that, Production Hub is not going to promote your profile. So clients are not really going to be able to see you or find you. So you want to go ahead and pay for the yearly service or the monthly subscription. Trust me, I'm telling you, I personally have got a lot of jobs from Production Hub and it's working out for me. You can use other sites like Upwork. I have Upwork, but I don't really use it a whole lot. Honestly, Upwork is full of like low paying jobs that are not really worth my time. So I hardly ever check Upwork. But if you're on a budget and you want a free alternative, Upwork could work, especially if you're a beginner. But I don't know. There's not a lot of high paying clients on Upwork. So I honestly don't bother wasting my time with Upwork, to be honest with you. Let me know in the comment section below. How do you feel about Upwork? I always thought it was pretty scammy with the low ballers. So I never really liked it, but let me know what you think. Number 3 is going to be my YouTube channel. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say because of this YouTube channel, I got so many jobs because I haven't. But to my surprise, I have got about 2 jobs from my YouTube channel. It's not a whole lot. It's not really consistent. My first job was in December, I believe. I posted on my YouTube channel. And then the second job I got was under an NDA, and that was a couple months ago. But it was pretty cool, the fact that I got some jobs because of my YouTube channel. And I think the main reason for that is because I post behind the scenes vlogs. So people are already seeing the type of work that I do, and they can have that trust relationship with me that I'm going to get the job done. I don't really have to send them my highlight reel because they see the proof of concept. Action brings action. So because I'm posting on this YouTube channel, it's letting people know that, hey, I'm a freelancer, I'm out there, and I am available for hire. Not everyone wants to have a YouTube channel, totally understandable. Not everyone likes being in front of cameras. But if you are someone who has a YouTube channel, you could potentially get jobs on YouTube. And I would imagine for my small channel, as my channel grows and grows and grows, I would imagine that I would get more branded work. I would get more branded jobs. It may not be corporate interviews, corporate events, but I would imagine as the channel grows, I'm going to start getting a lot more branded jobs for hire. And honestly, that's pretty cool. I'll be able to film for my favorite brands and whatnot and get paid for it. So that's a great asset about YouTube. So yeah, that's why I decided to add YouTube to my list, because it has got me 2 jobs, not a lot. They're not consistent. I'm not getting 1 job every single month from YouTube. That's not happening. But I think the fact that it was possible, now that I know it is possible and I could get jobs, even more jobs, potentially even higher paying jobs from YouTube, that's pretty cool. So I thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button and helping me grow this channel. Now, my last final point is going to be my local rental house. And I feel like this is something that is very slept on. If you're a freelancer and you find yourself constantly going to the rental house because you need to rent out different gear for various different styles of jobs, you gotta understand that this is a rental house. People like you who are fellow filmmakers go out there and rent gear all the time. You never know who the owner of these rental houses are meeting and who are they talking to. And in this process of me having to constantly go to the rental house over just small miscellaneous gear that I just don't own, that I just don't want to buy because I just don't need it, I have built a relationship over time with one of my local rental houses, one of the owners. And I have gotten jobs. This ties back into YouTube, not a whole lot of jobs. I have gotten 3 jobs that actually came from him because he met a freelancer who came in, rented a camera out, and the freelancer was telling him how he needed a second shooter, but he didn't know anybody. My buddy at my local rental house got his contact information and sent it off to me. And because of that, I was able to land a job that I wouldn't have landed if I didn't go out there and just be friendly with the owner of the rental house. I mean, I'm there every single day. I might as well talk to him and spark a conversation. And I don't really see a lot of people on YouTube talk about that. So if you're someone who goes to the rental house a lot, especially your local rental house, go out there and have a conversation with the owner. You never know who can walk in and need to rent something that that owner may know. Again, I'm not saying this happens all the time because it ties back into my YouTube channel. It's a very rare occasion, but it's a cool occasion to happen whenever it does happen. And it's something that I feel like you should think about and just try. You may get a job, you may not. It doesn't hurt. So now, for this portion of the video, I want to share with you guys some things that I did not do in order to get clients. I didn't take the traditional route. I chose to take a different route, not because I want to be rebellious, but part of it having to be that I'm really an introvert. I don't really like going to filmmaker meetups. I don't really like going out there and networking as I should, even though networking is the most important thing in this community. I don't do a whole lot of that. And I've proven that I didn't have to do all that in order to get the clients that I have. Now, if I did do some of this stuff, I probably could have way more clients, but I'm the type of person that I'd rather have 2 or 3 clients that pay me a large amount of money a month rather than having 5 to 6 clients that barely pay me anything. If I can get 2 or 3 clients that pay me $6,000 to $8,000 a month, I am well fine with that rather than having 6, 7 clients that only pay me $300 to $500. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just get the 3 jobs that pay significant and I'm good. I don't have to worry about the rest of the month if I don't want to, but that's just me. That's why I always strive to fish for the bigger clients. Not saying I won't take a low paying job. I do here and there, but the goal is a bigger budget client. Okay, so things that I don't do. Number 1 is going to be cold calling production companies. There's nothing wrong with cold calling production companies. I personally don't do that. I don't know. I just never wanted to sit there and scroll on Google all day looking for production companies, emailing a ton of people, hoping that they're going to respond to me. I never wanted to do that. I haven't had to do that, and I've been getting pretty good amount of clients. Who knows? Maybe if I did do that, I could meet the right person who can give me the right connection, but I don't know. I just never wanted to do that. Second thing I don't do is DMing a lot of people on social media. That is something I did in the beginning when I was first starting out, but I did not find success in doing that. And After I looked back on it and saw the amount of hours that was wasted from my day because I was just scrolling on Instagram trying to DM people in hopes that they would respond to me and we can build a connection and maybe they can bring me on a job. I don't know. To me, I just felt like that was just a waste of my time. Now, that could work for you. I have friends who have done that and it works for them. But for me, I don't personally want to sit on Instagram or whatever social media I'm on all day long scrolling just to DM people and follow people in hopes that someone's going to reach back out to me. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. It does work, but it didn't work for me and I just don't want to do that. That's just too much work for me. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to that aspect. I don't want to scroll on social media all day long hitting people up. I don't want to do that. So that is something that I do not do now at all. But in the beginning, I did do that. And I learned from here on out, I am no longer doing that. And I've been doing really good without even being on social media. I haven't been on Instagram in maybe about almost over a year, almost a year. I've been getting jobs without social media at all. So I'm the proof of concept. If you don't want to be on social media, you don't have to be. Lastly, my third thing that I do not do is go to local filmmaker meetups. And this really just ties in to me being an introvert. I'm the type of person that would just be in a corner by themselves, minding their own business. Now, if someone does come up to me, I will spark a conversation with them. If I feel like the vibes are right, the energy is right, then I will gladly start a conversation with you. But usually, I'm not going to be the person to first approach you. And maybe that is a big roadblock for me in my career. Maybe I could have so many more connections, so many more clients because of going to a local filmmaker meetup or something. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. That is pretty much how I've been getting my clients. I've been seeing a lot of different YouTubers out there, freelancers out there post videos like this, and they share how they get their clients. So I just wanted to share with you guys for someone who is my level of experience. I'm not someone who's way up here, but I'm not someone who's way down here either. I'm someone who's right in the middle. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I was able to find clients. And I didn't want to just come on here and tell you guys, oh, network, make connections. That's how you're going to find clients. No, I wanted to give you guys the raw, authentic actions that I took for me to land the clients that I'm able to land. Without further ado, I hope this video did bring you value. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you in the next video. I'll be on to Bye, Jenny.